Good morning, everybody. I hope this video finds you well. Mostly, the comments about food are very well taken, but every now and then I'll get an asshole who will say that I don't know anything about food because of this reason or that reason, or that I'm detracting from the message. Whatever the message is I'm supposed to give, I don't quite know. And when I put stuff in about food on the website, it's all about things that I like. Or I give recipes, often by other people, or videos about other people making stuff that I find really enjoyable and things that I want to learn or want to do. I put this up as a consumer, somebody who loves food. It's nothing bad, it's somebody who loves food. You know, it's a little tricky here. I'm going to talk a little bit about orange juice. And my doctor says I should be drinking a lot of orange juice, and I think that's a good idea. And so my wife, she got these big bottles of orange juice because they're cheaper than the little ones. And we decided that the big bottles had to be refrigerated because you're not going to drink an entire big bottle in one sitting. So what happens, I open them up, drink some, and put in the refrigerator. But guys, I like to drink orange juice that's at room temperature. Call me strange. I like it at room temperature. I don't like it chilled. Beer, I like chilled. Coca-Cola, I like chilled. But Baijiu, which is white alcohol, Hongzhou, which is red wine, and orange juice, I like at room temperature. In fact, I'll even argue I like dark beer warmed up, but that's just me. So anyways, so my wife says, let's just get a bunch of these little packets. We just store them out there. You just drink one at room temperature. It's big enough for one drink. And so she orders me these things. Looks like orange juice, right? Looks like orange juice, right? Got pictures of leaves and oranges on yellow. In the fine print in English, it's called Orange Aid. What is this? You see a vitamin C over here somewhere. Yeah, vitamin C down here. Vitamin C. I don't know if you can see it. Anyways, it's orange juice with some vitamins in it. Or not. It's not orange juice. It's actually orange soda. I'm drinking this sugary orange soda. When I was a kid, I liked it. Oh my God, it gives me a headache now. I gotta have the real thing. There comes a point in time in your life where you stop being a child. You just can't drink orange soda, and this is orange soda. Blech. So instead, we go ahead and she bought me real orange juice. This is the real stuff. It's 100% orange juice, if you can see. And the implication is that it's from Brazil, imported from Brazil. You can see the little Christ statue on the hill and Mr. Toucan. Now compare these two. Just by not reading anything, but looking at the pictures, you would think that they're both identical. One of those lessons of life. Just because something looks like something else doesn't mean that they're the same thing. It's for everything, for geopolitics, from majestic disclosures, UFOs. You have to be aware. Most people aren't because most people don't travel. I argue that traveling the world opens your eyes. Your eyes become wider. Things that are inconceivable become indeed conceivable. And you can see this in this little example here of the orange juice, which is a food item. Should I dare talk about orange juice when I'm talking about food? I don't know. I'm doing it. My blog, my video. I can do whatever the hell I want. So you people who send to me the comments that say, you shouldn't do this, you should do that, I'm like, well, fuck you. Do it on your own webpage. So I'm going to do something heretical. Heretical? Heretical? How do I say that right? I am going to drink some of the orange juice. It's good. And no, I was not paid by this company to drink this orange juice. I get that a lot. Oh, you're trying to promote. You're doing this for money. I could use some money. I'm not doing this for money. I'm not a paid sponsor. I'm jealous of the amounts that paid sponsors make too, though. I gotta tell you. But anyways, about food. I only met one person in my life who did not like food. And they were in a mental hospital that my wife was at. Anybody who doesn't like food has got a problem. I like all kinds of food, personally. I think the world would be a better place if everybody had meals with each other. If I were to make a meal where the world leaders would all sit down and share, I would suggest a potluck. Every leader would bring something, some dish from their home nation, and they would all share it as part of a potluck. There's nothing that brings people together than food. The key is to just go forth, invite people out to eat in a restaurant. It doesn't even have to be expensive. Why do I mean it doesn't have to be expensive? Well, everything's expensive these days. But consider this. Look at the price of a bag of potato chips at your local Quickie Mart. Quickie Mart. Whether it's a 7-Eleven or whatever you guys have. And, or Circle K or Meija or any of these other ones. And look at the prices that you pay for these convenience food, these potato chips, and these other things. Just look at what you're paying for them. And then compare that to a dish in a restaurant. Not fast food, but a dish in a regular restaurant. Here in China, the dish in a restaurant is cheaper than that bag of processed potato chips. If you can cook, you can make friends. You don't have to have alcohol along with it, but it's really nice to have. It can be beer. It can be mixed drinks. It can be red wine or white wine or whatever. But if drinking is not your thing or your group of friends aren't, it doesn't have to be that. It could be anything else. It could be Coca-Cola. It could be non-alcoholic cocktails. It could be something else. The idea and the point behind all this is that you use the opportunity to fellowship. Now, that's a Christian term, fellowship, but to be with other people as friends. When I go through these pictures of what life was like in the United States in the 40s and the 50s and the 60s, they remind me of the times that I had when families would get together and people would eat. It happened regularly. And while we lived in a small town outside of Pittsburgh, we would see our relatives at least once every week, one way or the other. We were connected to friends and family. This was important. This was very, very important because humans are social creatures. Humans are social creatures. And anything that adds to your social well-being is something you need to do. You need to do. Even if it's just playing a goddamn first-person shooter on a sofa together, you guys need to spend time with others, okay? Jam out to some old tunes both of you all like. Just go to a museum together. Go to an art museum. Make fun of some of this stuff. Spend time with other people. Enjoy life. And if you really have the time, I strongly recommend cooking up some very, very good homemade food. Some of the recipes that I provided of Australian meat pies. Say, I am making some Australian meat pies. They're delicious. You gotta try them. I'm gonna do it on Friday evening. I want you to come. I want you to eat your fill of Australian meat pies. I'll have beer, I'll have meat pies, and we can go watch a game or something. I don't know. Who's gonna turn that down? Come on. Australian meat pies? Are you out of your mind? Or something else, fish or whatever, chicken. Food is the lubricant of social interaction. So guys, this is my little take on food, quick little video. I hope that you too enjoy a great meal with friends and family, especially on today, another lovely day with blue skies, fresh air, and birds a singing.